Most of the people, they think that we are separating a piece of land from the island which is called Sri Lanka. But actually, there were three kingdoms when we came under Portuguese and then Dutch and then English. And the British people, what they did in 1833, they amalgamated all three. So that's the root cause for this trouble. When they gave independence together, and we became the slaves of the Sinhalese. And from the day, very first day, from 1948, February the 4th, they started suppressing us by whatever means they could.
From the time onward, from 1948 onward, they are killing. Yeah. This killing was continuously. Now it's openly killing. Now there is no witness, nothing.
The current situation actually it's a turmoil because the people who are left in Vani area, they are ended up in camps. The government is telling that they are keeping them and they are screening the tigers who are young people. That is anybody in between 15 and say 45 years old. They are taking them away from the camps and nobody knows what is happening to them.
Into my 8th day of hunger strike. Quite a bad headache. My body's obviously burnt up all the glucose and all of the salts in my system. I'm here to demand request 4 things from Obama. And the first thing I'm asking was to make sure that the satellites and monitors were in place so we can witness everything that the Sri Lankan government been doing in the so-called mop-up process. My second request is to make sure the media and aid agencies had full access throughout the country so we could really witness what was happening. And my third request to Obama was to make sure that he put pressure on Sri Lanka to make sure that all the thousands of people injured in the final assault, all those people aren't getting proper medical treatment, get the treatment they need. And my fourth request was a full investigation into Vijay Nambiar, who is the UN representative for Sri Lanka.
In America, they have already took some pictures clearly what was happened there. But even the Sri Lankan army is telling he is hiding all the facts. But even though now we are asking, they have to. We can't live peacefully with single. So in future, if their country we want to have the peace talk, you can live together. We can't. We need a separate state to live peacefully.
I've witnessed firsthand the suffering of the Tamil people. I've run for my life every day with the bombing of the Kafir jets. Experienced the multi-barrel rocket launches, the shelling, and many of my friends have suffered. Many of my friends, I don't even know where they now are.
The first 30 years we were trying with the ahimsa, that is non-violence method. That didn't work. So youngsters at that time, they started with the armed struggle and it was continuing for 30 years. It's a very, very serious situation. And the whole world, they know that. I mean, India knows it, UN knows it, America, Britain and all these people, they know that, but they are keeping silence.
After seeing obviously the truth of the oppressive Sri Lankan government and the latest attempts to genocidally wipe out a nation, and also the torture and suffering that they're inflicting in the camps. It's time to stop the oppression of the Tamils. It's time to stop these Nazi-style concentration camps. It's time to stop the rape of the women and children.
If you ask a normal Tamil, they are tigers, are freedom fighters, and Prabhakaran, He is a true leader, honest leader. So, for their own purposes, they were picturing him. They painted him as a terrorist, and they painted our organization as a terrorist organization.
Even though there's no Prabhakaran, even when the Prabhakaran was there also, we always ask our rights.
Yeah.
They didn't give our rights. That is the problem arise. So from time to time when we ask, they are killing us, they are doing all their atrocities against Tamils.
Ideal solution is restoring our own land, that is our state, which is called Tamil Ellam, which is the only protection for the Tamils in Sri Lanka.
Tamils for freedom! Tamils for justice! Tamils for freedom! Our president! Our freedom! Our nation! Tamil Ellam! Our freedom! Tamil Ellam!